Hello YouTube. Earlier I made a video on how to make a Dreamweaver website, and now I'm going to pretty much finish up that by showing you how to put it online. First, we're going to want to go to Google Chrome. Oh, and by the way, the PHP thing would not, the script for the PHP would not go into the YouTube description, so I'll have a download for that in the previous video introduction. I'll have the download on my website, and you will be able to download it from there, and you will just open up a notepad and copy and paste it to the very end. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is Google Wamp. If you can find it, Wamp download for Wamp. Here it is right here. It should be at wampserver.com/en/download.php. There will be a download in the description. Now I'll click download, and I will be right back. I got to the setup part. And so we're going to accept, going to hit next, and then we're going to hit next again, and we are going to, no, we are not going to create a desktop item. Just hit next, hit install, and it will install. Now, let me talk to you about, let me talk to the people about Skype. If you have Skype on your computer, you are going to have to decide now, do you want to host your website like this and have it upload really fast, or do you want to be able to Skype? Because these two do not run well together at all. In fact, your Wamp server will not run at all while Skype is running. So decide now whether you want to do this or not. I will be doing another tutorial on how to run this in an alternative way through FTP, but is a very unreliable way of doing things. So, if you decide that you want to do Skype and FTP, then go ahead and migrate away from this page, and you probably want to cancel the setup. But if you want to do this, then okay. I'll be back after this gets done installing. Okay, I'm back again, and once you get to about there, you're just going to hit open. And it should be creating the shortcuts if you put any, or if you wanted any up there. I mean, you could put some up there if you wanted, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to finish installing, and this shouldn't really take long. Okay, right here, just leave the SMTP alone and put in your email. so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and you are definitely going to want to go ahead and launch this. Whatsoever you're going to want to launch this. Okay, hit finish. And over here in the right corner, you'll now have this icon. And, okay, now you're going to want to click Put Online. Wait, no, Put Online if you're behind a modem. If you're behind a router, then you are going to want to go to Run and type in CMD. If you are on Windows 7 or Windows Vista, then you can just search for it and it will come up. You're going to want to type in ipconfig and then hit enter, and it will bring up these couple lines. Okay, and you see this 192.168.1.1 number, or it might be some other number. Pretty much write down the default gateway. It may or may not be like mine. Okay, now open Google Chrome or whatever web browser you wish to use. And you're going to type in your default gateway into the web browser, and it should pop up with this. Just type in and log in, and you're going to get into basic setup. Go over to, well, if yours is Linksys, then it will be applications and gaming, but if you have a different type of router, then just kind of talk about it a little bit, or kind of Google it and see where you kind of have to go. But here we're going to open up a port, and it's going to be web. I'm going to name mine web server 2 because I already have the web server running on my laptop. And we're going to open port 80 and make sure that's port 80 both sides. It's going to be both. And right here, it should be the same one as the IP address going straight across. So it should be mine would be 148, yours might be different. Okay, now you have both of those, or enable it too, if you have that option, and click Save Settings. Saying the port rating already exists. I am going to put this one here, and I'm just going to take that off because I don't really use that one that much, so it isn't really important. Okay, now go ahead and save the settings. But if you don't have the port open already, then you need to open it. So it should be 80, both 192.168. Well, yours will be different, but whatever your computer is, not your router, but your computer. Okay, now that you have that, you're going to want to, well, Google has this really cool new feature where if you actually Google it, it tells you at the very top. So you were going to Google, what is my IP? And it is right there. It's your public IP address is, and I'm going to block mine in editing, but yours will be right there. So write that number down, and first of all, we're going to make sure this works and everything. Go to my computer and open up local disk, and then go into Wamp, and then go into, well, first we can just go ahead and get localhost. Okay, it's going to open up Internet Explorer, but as you can see that it works perfectly. And we're just going to go ahead and X that out because that is pointless. And but as you can see, this right here is the folder, is the files that are going to pop up. Like this is your root, like the root of your web server. And how are you gonna put your own your own website in here? Well, open up where you had your computer, where you had your website saved, and mine is right here. And just drag all of these folders and files over into here, and I'll probably be asked yes to all, and you can go ahead and delete that to test my SQL. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and show you that it works. Well, I mean, I don't really care if you guys have it, I guess. Shouldn't matter really, but go ahead and show you that it works. You go there, it opens up my website I have, and you see that it works perfectly, and you can watch the video, and as you can see, it is filling up all the people that go to my website right here, like I told you it would. And I am thinking that I'll probably recode this page now that I'm looking at it. But that is how you, well, I almost forgot. You gotta register the domain name. Okay, okay, so now I have it figured out, and as you can see, I have my domain name. And I use noip.com. So you go through the registration. Just go ahead and do it. You don't have to download anything, even though it says that downloading something. Just don't do it. Just ignore all this stuff right here, and go to manage your account over here on the right. Go to host/redirects, and then add a host, and go through all this, and make your IP address, the IP address you got from Google, or that you found on Google, make that your IP address. Okay? Okay. And then you can just hit create host. You don't have to put in anything else, just hit create host. Okay. And then after a minute or so, a minute will pass, and you can go to it, and it'll be just like that. Yours probably won't have this Comcast thing right here, because most of you, well, some of you might have it, but I don't think that everyone's going to have Comcast. But anyways, that is how you do it. After, you know, an hour of trying to figure that out, since what I was going to use kind of just up and changed on me. Now, I know next time to actually look before I do it again, huh? But that's it. I mean, it's up. I mean, I'm probably going to add some stuff to the website, too. including videos, probably recode this whole page and stuff. But also, if we look on Family PC, let's move this out of the way, we can see that there is text document, and all these are the same router IP because I am on the same connection or the same IP address as the host, so it's going to be the exact same. It's going to be 92.168.1.1, so, you know, but it works, and you can send this to other people and you can test it. But anyways, hope you guys have a good night. I think I'm going to go play some Grand Theft Auto. Working on this stuff all day. I'm gonna probably have to cut some stuff out too, so, you know. Well, talk to you guys later.